Hey guys, what's up? First of all, hope everybody's doing good. Miss you guys. Sucks not being able to work out, but we got to do our part. Hopefully this thing clears up, and hopefully by May we're back to working out. But the idea of this is so that by the time we get back, you guys are ready to rock and roll. The main premise behind this is being able to get good movements, and I'm giving you the workout so you don't have to worry about it. You don't need dumbbells, you don't need barbells, you don't need weights. You can still get stronger, you can still get bigger. You just kind of have to be creative with what you do. Right now I'm in my unfinished basement. You can see here, I'm gonna try to keep this short and sweet. The way I'm gonna work it is I'm just gonna go through today's workouts. I'll hopefully build up a library of exercises that we can go through. And as we go through this, guys, if you figure out something that makes it a little more intense, a little more difficult, feel free to do it. Again, I want your form perfect. One thing about the workouts that I'm sending you, the sets and rep ranges, A is advanced, N is for novice. Younger guys, 7th, 8th graders, you 8th graders that have lifted with me for a couple of years, rising freshmen, you guys can do the advanced lifts because you will be putting barbells on your back. But all you rising 8th graders, do the novice lifts. That's everything in a parentheses as well. So the notes in the comments, if it has a parentheses, more than likely it's for you guys. You older guys, you probably understand most of this, but still you can, I am correcting you on form quite often still. So pay attention to the form. Again, there's ways that you can do this to make it more intense. And if you do it properly, you can get bigger. Okay, you can get faster, you can get stronger. Another thing, make sure that you are doing your YouTube and sprint work. Okay, I think that's important. I think a lot of us have bad gaits. I sent you one today. Last workout. YouTube them, do those drills, guys. Do them on your off days. You can spread out the lifts and do them. Okay, I think that will really help you. I think personally, I would be a lot faster now than when I was in high school because I didn't know how to run. Okay, so there's a lot of technique to running. So work on those things, and then let's get started. Guys, one thing I wanted to mention is make sure that you're warming up, cooling down afterwards. Okay, so the warm up, it can be a basketball warm up. It can be our pre-workout warm up. You can jog. Before doing my workout, I took my dog on a couple-mile run. Just make sure you're loose. Don't necessarily need to do your static stretching. Don't need to foam roll for a really long time. I've incorporated some movements to be part of the warm-up, but I do want you jogging. I do want you moving prior to it. Your karaoke's, your backwards run, your butt kicks. If you've done any of the YouTubing on the sprint form, I don't want you doing typical butt kicks. I want you doing high knee butt kicks. Okay, I want everything that you do thinking about being good form running. Okay, so make sure you get warmed up. Make sure you cool down afterwards. All right, guys, the first part of the warm up is body squats, okay? All right, if you're looking here, you can do arms up in the air. I don't care, and I want you to go down. It says 2, 6, and then 3 abductions. So I want you to hold here. Again, make sure your knees aren't going past your toes, so you need to be back, all right? Be back on your heels. When you get to the bottom here, okay, get down as far as you can. If you go slow, I'm 3 pulses out. When you come back, I don't want your knees coming in, okay? So again, hold your hand. You can hold them here, 3, then up. All right, get down parallel or a little bit further. 1, 2, 3, okay? Really easy, your WTYs. All right, you can do them standing. You can do them laying down if you can find somewhere to get your chest elevated. All right, all you're doing is you're just doing your T's, all right, your Y's, and then your W's, okay? The only thing I want you to make sure is that when you do it, focus on your back, okay, and then focus on your thumbs pointing backwards. All right, this is your hip adductions, presses, okay? Basically, I'll show you from the inside. All right, we're working our growing muscle, okay? If you have a stability ball, you guys have done it before. With the stability ball, we're going out this way. This time we're gonna go inside, so we're adding to our body. And all you're gonna do is just push. All right, my knee's obviously not moving anywhere. It's an isometric contraction. All right, you're just gonna hold for about 4 or 5 seconds. All right, this is kind of part of a warm up. We're getting the inner thigh warmed up. All right, you gotta do both sides. All right, so you're just pushing in. Should be at 90-degree angle. All right, you guys know this one. This is your hip opener ankle mobility. Okay, you can add, again, you're just working it. A lot of issues with squats and movements is maybe even knee damage, is having bad ankles. Okay, so work it side to side. You can throw some of these in if you want to. Okay, do about 10, 15 each leg. Got 2 sets of that. All right, here we got goblet squats. All right, guys, all I've done is, this is all I'm gonna use today, is I'm gonna use a book bag. You can use a rock, just make sure you don't drop it on your foot. If you have a weighted vest, add that to it. You can fill up a book bag, fill up a bag, anything that you can do to get as heavy as you want it, really. Because when you do your goblet squat, all right, the only thing I want you to make sure is that you're holding it close to your chest. Okay, you can even hold it like this, I don't care. All right, you can put the book bag on your back and then have more weight on the front if you want to. But for now, I'm just going to show you the goblet squat. It's just like our body weight squat. When you go down, all right, feet should be about shoulder width apart. All right, when you go down, your knees aren't going past your toes. Don't let your knees collapse in. Okay, so point your toes out just a little bit. You want to think about pushing the floor out. All right, and then just up. Okay, go ahead. Some days I'll do 15 reps of these. You know, I think today is a little bit heavier day, so get some weight. Anything, like I said, anything that you can do, just make sure that your spine is up and your weight's on your heels. All right, push-ups. Okay, I have 15 plus on this, guys. I always want you to leave 2 or 3 in the tank. Okay, so if I do just 15, then do just 15. If I have 15 plus, that means you do as many as you can do. All right, just leave 2 or 3 left in the tank. So for the older guys, all right, again, let's just go shoulder width apart. I want your hands right underneath you. A lot of times people put them way out here. I want them right underneath your shoulders, okay? And then you can just go down slow, elbows at a 45 degree, okay? And then up, all right? Then I'm just gonna go to about here, up, all right? I don't want you doing any of this, no worms, okay? So just up, 15 plus. Young kids, you're gonna do it on the incline. You don't need a book bag. If you can wear a book bag or you can do it regular, that's fine. But if not, do it on a couch, something like this. All right, bent over rows. All right, older guys, pretty simple. Okay, again, you're just gonna be rolling like this, okay? I do one side at a time. If you can get elevated to where you can really extend it, that'd be good. If you got a band, you know, I've been playing around with the bands. You can add this as weight, you know, and then you might do one leg, then grab the book bag, and then do a row. All right. I've wrapped bands around the foot of the bed or the couch and do rows like that. But for the bent over row, if you can find a table, a bench to get on all fours to where you can get extended down. All right, maybe you have a dumbbell, then just do it like that. But if you have to do something like this where it's hanging, try to get elevated. If not, just bend over. Just make sure you're keeping the core tight. Okay, slight bend in your knees, and then just row and squeeze at the top. All right, this is a reverse lunge. Okay, so all you're gonna do is you're gonna go step straight back. So feet will stay in the same spot, okay? Normally you would have a slider. You're gonna reverse lunge like this. Okay, guys, squeeze this. Don't let your knee collapse. Squeeze it, and then just come up. Okay, again, you can put a book bag on your back. You can hold it in the goblet position. Okay, just reverse lunge. It's very important that when you do this, your hips go straight down, 90-degree angle. Weight on your heel, do not get out front. Okay, try to keep your chest up here. Okay, squeeze it, guys. If you can lean forward just a little bit, you can feel the weight work instead of here. It makes it more of your quadricep. All right, so that one burns pretty good. Other side. All right, again, knee not past toe, 90-degree 90. Try to sit up. You can lean a little bit forward. Just make sure you keep your stomach tight. If you want to try to build more muscle, hold it. Called time under tension, and then explode up. All right. All right, we're doing a side plank lateral raise. For this, I'm using a book, Nancy Clark's Sport Nutrition Guidebook. I actually don't really like this book that much. I read it, but a lot of the things that I read are old school. I'm just basically saying that you can find anything to use to do this. Okay, this is not heavy enough for me probably. I do have a little bit of dumbbells that I would add. I would add bands to it or something. Most of you guys get creative. Again, I don't want you hurting yourself, but find something. You know, if I do this correctly, I can still get a workout with something that's probably 3 pounds, 4 pounds. You probably have textbooks, grab a couple of them, put them in a bag, do something like that. Anyways, just to show you, make sure your ankles, your knees, your hips, and your ear are all in line, okay? Tendency is to rotate, get here, get into an L. All right, make sure you're in a straight line, and all you're doing is you're just lateral raise, okay? Keep your hips up so we're getting some core work while we're doing this too, okay? Make sure you're doing both sides. All right, bend over, back fly. Again, book. Textbook would be heavier. You don't need much weight here, 5 pounds. Paint can maybe, I don't know. But all you do is get on all fours. Okay, just like that, knees right under your hips, hands right under your elbows, under your shoulders, and just back fly. You guys know how to do this. A slight bend in your elbow here. Okay, keep everything forward and then just squeeze at the top. I've used bands, put a band here and do it. Okay, you don't need it if you can find something that's 10 pounds, 10 pounds. That'll work plenty. Make sure you do both sides. All right, this is for all you haters that think I have small legs. Cam Cormany ain't got definition like this. All right, just single leg calf raise. Normally I would do this on something, a stair. Do it on a stair or something like that. All you're gonna do is you're gonna single leg calf raise. Very simple. All right, again, I got weight on here. All right, we got rip through. All right, grab your book bag, grab something. If you got a barbell, a plate, you can do the plate. You guys have done this before, just do your rip through. Okay, if you want to make it more intense, do a double kneel and rip through. All right, just make sure you're not getting really wobbly with it. Go belly button, nose, belly button, and then switch. All right. All right, last but not least, the tricep kickback. Okay, again, find something, book. I use bands, dumbbells. You could probably use your book bag, take some weight out of it, and then you'd probably do it something like this, to where you're doing a kickback here. All right, so younger guys especially, I prefer you get like this on all fours, lock your elbow here, the elbow shouldn't move. Okay, and then do your kickbacks just like this. All right, I don't care which way you're holding the book, doesn't matter to me. Okay, older guys, use the book bag. You can do it like this, or if you can get locked in to that hip hinge position, go ahead and do it like that.